that is my favorite area. Climbing trees, and then we used to be there around 10 people at my native place for making that appalam. And then morning starts all together. Our workers bless home. And around 8 o'clock, immediately after breakfast, we just break it into pieces. And then it has to be put in the steam. And then in that grinding, the bigger one, in that put all this and then smash it. Whatever coming out will be a nice paste. Then from there you make appala. And then this coconut leaves. On that you have made that, what do you call, coconut leaf, ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಟ್ಟಿ ತಟ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. So on that you have to put round shape, some 500, 600, 1000, and by then it is lunch time. And then 3-4 days drying, it is ready, perfectly okay. Like that, if you do it for in 2-3 weeks, maybe Saturday Sunday is best because many children are available for this work. Then other bija tegdu, you can keep it in the put some mud around that and you can store it for this season time. So ಅದನ್ನು ಗೆಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು. Okay, so let's start. Okay, as a conclusion of the previous sloka about meditation, so what we need to do is that there is something called as Vartalapa. Have you heard about this word?
What? Varta?
Vartalapa.
Vartalapa, no, first time I'm hearing.
That is there in Kannada.
Varta is
News.
message coming in,
News. Alapa. Alapa means to
Alapa
speak.
is
To speak. To say.
sound. Yeah.
To say, to discuss, to make sound. Vartalapa.
Yes.
So the first thing we need to do if you want liberation is to stop Vartalapa. Now what is this Varta? It is about Vishaya. What are the Vishaya? Vishaya will be sight, sound, taste, touch, smell and thoughts. 6 things. So if we were to stop all the 6 of them in the mind, then the next thing you are in Brahman. Without Vishaya you are always in Brahman. So the question is, can you do it?
Without Vishaya is nothing but the mind is completely crystal clear. No Vishaya there.
No, there is no mind at all. You have removed the mind.
One minute. See, the Vishaya is there in our mind.
Correct.
If Vishaya is not there, mind is also not there.
Mind will not exist like that. It will become still. So yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. So there is no vritti at all. If there is no
it doesn't have any action.
Yes, it doesn't have any action. So the second chapter of Bhagvadgita, which we have already covered, but we covered that particular shloka some time ago, so it is worth to discuss that, is dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamaha krodho bijayate क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः स्मृति विभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. Now we will take this Vartalapa. So what we can take right now, hot and running, is will the lockdown be there or will it not be there? And what is the impact of lockdown? What will happen? So this is the theme, Vartalapa. Now what do you think lockdown is? What Vishaya is lockdown? Any idea?
Vishaya of lockdown.
Yeah, what is the what type of Vishaya is lockdown?
Lockdown Vishaya. Corona.
No. No, Corona is not the Vishaya. See, the theme here is what is the impact of lockdown?
Oh, impact.
Meaning, will the lockdown be extended or not, and its impact. Let us say that is the theme or the subject of today's discussion. So my question is, what type of Vishaya is this lockdown?
When it will start, when a standard is known, when it will end, what will happen, some uncomforts, then you have no freedom outside your home.
No. I'm asking I'm again clarifying, what is the type of the Vishaya is this lockdown? We have a theme, right? We are saying the theme here is...
Yeah, don't meet others.
Don't what?
Don't meet others.
No. That is not the Vishaya. There is a Vishaya. Can you identify the Vishaya in this? So this is a practical exercise of whatever we have learned so far. You can take your time.
It's uncomfort or comfort.
No.
Vishaya, you said all these are the sight, sound, smell.
Correct. In this case, what is the type of Vishaya?
So Vishaya, I think we are not meeting many people. So that
No.
is sight.
No. You again went off. You started correctly, but you went off. You have to identify the type of the Vishaya. Anyway, leave it. It is the sound. No, it's
Okay, I will try based on those 5. The thing is, for our eyes, we can't see what we used to see earlier. And for sound point of view, is also limited, but because virtuality, that still continues. And then taste point of view, visiting to outside places and whatever, that swechachara eating is now restricted, limited. And you used to travel outside our home in your vehicle and then enjoying external world. That is also now restricted. You have to be within the limits. You don't have the luxuries, office luxuries at home for everyone. These are some limitations. At the same time, there is also positive impact of this from same Vishaya point of view. You started focusing opportunity to focus more for inside, because external Vishayas are less. Inside is more. That is the real impact which has happened to many people. Started realizing. And after hearing the news of what is happening around, especially COVID, this time now people started becoming more and more Jagrata. With respect to COVID, some people are Jagrata with respect to whatever the peace of mind. People staying together itself is the problem within the home. They have other kind of problem. This is what my understanding of Vishaya.
Vilas answered, right? Sound, he said.
That's the only thing. Yes, but you gave too much.
We are all working with only sound.
At present, the Vishaya is only the sound. You went totally tangential.
Only sound.
Yes, that's all the Vishaya is. You added so many, so you created a Loka now. See, again the question. You please understand the question. The question here, or whatever I'm saying is, lockdown extension or no extension, its impact. What is happening as a Vishaya? You are hearing. Correct?
Yes.
But what did you do? You added masala to it. That is the mind. You heard it.
Correct. That is mind.
But you added every masala, you went, what is the negative impact of it and what is positive impact of it. The first thing what happened is, you had only Vishaya, which is sound. So, dhyayate vishayan pumsaha. So that is, you already meditated, right? So you did a positive and negative. Dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. Now you are attached to it. So as soon as you started explaining,
I started attached.
yes, you started attaching.
That, yes.
Yes, you started attaching a feeling to that, right? You got into feeling.
Yeah. Yes.
And when you were speaking that you cannot sit in the car and going out, you created a car also in your mind.
Yes.
Yes, and you
All from memory.
yes, all from memory, and you also ate wherever you wanted to eat. Correct? So sangasteshu upajayate. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Now you are wanting pleasure.
Yes.
Of what? Of a sound. But what did you create? You just check. What did you create? You created
From the sound, I created my own imagination.
yes, you created a world of your own. So you have now created 5 senses.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, I added all that. Correct.
So you created it. Kamat krodho bhi jayate, because now you can't do that. Let us say if your mouth is watering on something, you cannot have it because of this lockdown. Or you want to go and meet somebody, you cannot meet. So that is the Vishaya. So, krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Now you are deluded. Meaning, you have made a lockdown as a serious thing. So, is there anything called as lockdown?
No.
Yes. It's a story, yes, but as a purity, no.
Just one sound of lockdown created a full thing of what you can't get.
Yes.
Right?
And the best part of Bhatt is he also spoke about positive, which is applicable for all human beings, which is not. So Bhatt created a world which is different than Lata's world, different than Padma Shri's world, and different than anybody's world.
That is because of this, what you call, my gunas, right?
Yes.
Guna based.
Yes, so your guna is Rajas Sattva. Somehow you want to get into Sattva.
Yes.
Padma Shri might be thinking, what Vishaya is there? I don't know. The whole thing is the Vishaya only. What is there? I don't know. She didn't speak anything, so I'm just speaking for her. Maybe she can speak herself after after this. And Lata gave some explanation. But this is the Vishaya. So now, Kamat krodho bijayate, krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vibramaha. Now you see what happened to your chitta. All filled with lockdown.
Yes.
Now tell me one thing, but are you in lockdown right now?
Really, if you don't have memory, you are like a normal only.
No. Forget memory. Right now, as you sit in your home.
No. Free.
Then you're free. Then why are you creating lockdown?
Vyavaharika lockdown, that one.
No, Vyavaharika is not becoming Vyavaharika. You are internalizing it. Didn't you get the feeling?
I during lockdown, strictly speaking, I felt more free bird compared to lockdown. Compared to real we used to go to office and all that. I had a lot of freedom.
No.
More freedom.
What I'm asking you is, but right now, as you explained, the Vishaya was the hearing, but didn't you experience all the five senses?
Yes, experienced all five senses. I have moved from one sense to another sense.
Yes. So you moved from one sense to another sense. Correct. So that means your Smriti has got into Vibhramaha. That means it has gone into hallucination.
Yes.
Smriti also has Chitta. So your Chittas, which are supposed to be pure, has now got muddled with hallucination. So Smriti Vibhramshat Buddhi Nashaha. Now your intellect is no longer working. In that moment of your explanation, there is no intellect at all.
It is story building. Yes.
There
is no intellect required to do this.
Yes, there is no intellect required.
It is just story.
Yes, so just a story. Now, in this story, I can add some masala, right? I can say, no, the government shouldn't extend lockdown, and you will say it is good to extend lockdown. Or I will say government should extend lockdown. You might say it is not good to extend lockdown. And then what happens to those people who are out of job? What happens to the daily laborers? And then we have a discussion. And then we will say what government is doing is good. No, what government is doing is bad. They should have done this way. No, they should have done that way. And then some political thing also will come out. Then some religious sentiment also will come out. Then something else will come out. And we discuss about this for, let's say, 1 hour. Impact of lockdown, right? But the question here is, are you in lockdown? No. But did you create lockdown? Yes.
Correct. That is my world of lockdown.
Yes, it's your world of lockdown, which is totally different than Padmashri's world of lockdown, and Lata's world of lockdown, and my world of lockdown. So 4 worlds, 4 loka, are going to discuss about this topic.
Correct.
Then it becomes Vartalapa. And in Kannada, Varte means news.
Yes.
Lapa means to shout.
Alapa. Sangita.
Sangita, kind alapa. So Vartalapa means that you keep on talking and talking and talking and talking till you win the argument.
Yeah, correct. That what your argument is important for you to prove that you are right.
Yes, so all the 4 of us are going to do Vartalapa. So in this time, where is Brahman?
My God, we have killed Brahman in this deal.
So what I should do, I should identify the sound. It's just a sound. It doesn't matter. It is just a sound.
I know. I think in the coffee table, sometimes when you talk, based on that person's guna, if it is more of tamas guna, a fight also happens there.
Yes.
His view is right, other view, right and left wings. It's that's.
Yes, and
most of social media is with that now. If you analyze.
No, that is going to be there. See, the thing is, at our cafeteria in the office, if you see, there are 1, 2, 3, I think there are 2 or 3 TV. And there is no sound coming out of it. Correct? Only the visual.
No problem.
No. Actually, they have not put any sound. There's only visual coming. But even with the visual coming, people coming there to eat, are they eating?
They are eating the news.
They are eating the
What is there?
all the eyes are gone into what is written there, meaning it can be India, China, or it can be this one, it can be that one, it can be about economy, it can be about money, it can be about investment, it can be about schools charging more or charging less, or the infrastructure which is crumbled, or this government or that government, that political party, this political party, all of that. So this is called as Vartalapa.
But if you are not involved in any of this, that person is called introvert, and no guarantee that that person
No,
will
no, no, no.
go to Vishaya.
No, no. I will tell you what you should do, or what the four of us should
Except
do.
you, because you will be looking at somebody's face talking fully till he asks you some questions. So, I think you are doing it, I have seen, with a smiley face. But there are those who are not watching TV, just see them, what they do.
Yes, that is
That's
correct.
like a full down.
See, what we should do, four of us, first we have to understand that you are in a mental asylum, wherein everybody is a mental, everyone.
Correct.
Your daughter, son, father, mother, brother, sister, wife, husband, all of them are mental people. That means they are mad people. Okay. Now how will you deal with madness? By showing them that you are equally mad. That's all. But you are not.
Correct. Correct. That's what we do.
And that's all you have to do. Meaning you engage but disengage internally. You don't get involved.
When they smile, you also smile. Internally, don't connect.
Don't connect. If they talk about the India-China fight, you say, yes, they shouldn't have done that. You see, they are very bad people. Yes, what you are saying is correct. They are very bad people.
See, that is one part. Now, when you see other person, he is in need of some help. And during that time, is it just sound for me or it's something beyond?
It is sound
And
only.
if you help him, he will be comfortable. Maybe a person who is very thirsty, maybe a person who wants some money, maybe somebody is with health-wise problem. You have to help people.
Yes,
So
help them.
How to deal with that kind of
No.
situation?
You
If it's only
see,
sound.
I will take Padmashri's example. That day she was saying that if somebody is sick, will I think it that compassion like what I have with my family has to go to that family. The problem here is that you already created a Vishaya. You have to remove the Vishaya. See, if somebody is ill, what does he do first? What does he do?
I lost you. He said, because of my problem, your side problem.
No. If he is ill, he will make sound.
No. The thing is, I lost your sound for 10 seconds.
Oh, okay,
Is it my problem or your problem? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll just check. Yeah, okay.
No
Go
problem.
ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying is, what the question was, that other day Padmashri was talking about that hospitalization where you need to have so much of compassion for other people who are going to hospital as good as what your own people will go to hospital.
Correct.
Was her statement some time ago. Now
Sattvic statement.
yes. So my question here, or my answer to that question here is, if you don't create Vishaya at all, right? Then there is nothing called as yours and that other person, right? It's what will my family member do when they are sick?
They will inform and others will take care.
No, wait. They will only
First
make
is the self-medication, second is talk to others.
No. Sorry, they will make the sound first.
Correct. From the sound you can make out.
It's only the sound. So there will be a grunting sound, or there will be moaning sound. There will be some sound. It's only sound. It doesn't matter which sound it is, whose sound it is. It is a wife sound or a husband sound or a children sound or this sound. It's just a sound. It's a moaning sound, or it is a groaning sound, or some sound. Some sound which is coming from the mouth of a person.
Yes.
Okay. Now that sound is same for all. whether I call it as a wife, whether I call it as a husband, whether I call it as a son, whether I call it as a daughter, whether I call it as a mother-in-law or a father-in-law or a mother or father or a brother or a sister, this is my family members versus some other family members. They are also making the same sound. What difference does it make? Same sound. Now, if a person is having fever or whatever it is, sight shows that he is sick. It's only sight. There's nothing about it. There's no person there. It's only a sight which shows that the person is sick. So what you should do? Book an ambulance or take him to hospital or whatever you need to do. So there is no person there. It's only Vishaya. But if I make it as a person, Dhyayate Vishayan Pumsaha, that Pumsa is more important. Now I make it like a personality. Dhyayate Vishayan Pumsaha Sangaste Upajayate. Now I am attached. I feel I am addressing my wife and I am not going to take care of my neighbor. That is what Padma Shri's question was. The answer here, I did not answer on that day properly because we were not in 18th chapter. Now I can answer to her question. That if you take sight as sight, sound as sound, taste as taste, touch as touch, smell as smell, thought as thought, there is no wife, there is no husband, there is no brother, there is no sister, there is no mother, there is no father, there is no mother-in-law, there is no father-in-law, there is nothing. Which is Nirvana Shataka. So now, I don't care whether it is my own family or others' family, I will help them to take them to hospital. Even in the hospital, what are they going to do? They are going to make sound. If you see them, they are very much not okay. Sight, you cannot taste them anyway. Even otherwise, you wouldn't have tasted them. So taste is gone. Smell, they smell odd. Whoever, whether it's a family member or some other family members, it doesn't matter. So sight, sound, smell, touch. If I were to touch them, they will be having fever or something. So touch. And thought. What is coming in the thought? Nothing. So I am in Brahman. Because I am not seeing a person. I am only seeing it as sight for the eyes, sound for the ear, taste for the tongue, touch for the body, smell for the nose, and mind has thoughts. So what I am doing is I am cutting the thoughts. So there is no person. So there is no Vishaya. So if there is no Vishaya, there is no suffering. So this is what we need to practice for realization, is that you are carrying a burden, like what we discussed yesterday. You are literally, you as consciousness is unnecessarily carrying burden. So you drop the burden. That is liberation. What is the burden here? Like but what you explained yesterday, that you wanted to go to Kedarnath. That's a burden because there is no need. Absolutely no need, because the body itself is a burden. You are carrying the body which you don't know what the body is going to do. So it is conditioned. So you have to still feed it because it's going to get hungry. It might have problem with oxygen level. It might have problem with the water and all of that. And when you go there, it's hardly a second, and again you have to descend. That's all. So whether we do trekking or we do mountaineering, we do rafting, we do paragliding, we do whatever we have found out, it's of no use. Because that's not Brahman. That will not give you experience of Brahman. The experience of Brahman will only come when you do Shama and Dhamma. That is, remove the senses from the sense object. Then there is no Vishaya. If there is no Vishaya, you are perfectly in Brahman. So to answer to Padma Shri question on what we would do in order to, wouldn't we be compassionate, or should we not compassionate? Maybe Padma Shri can answer, whether she got an answer.
Thanks, Suvas. Yes.
So the problem here is that the family member is a naming. Either it is sight related or sound related or something like that. So if we cut that, everybody becomes a family member. Because everybody becomes sick. So you take care of everyone. Okay. No further questions. Then we go into the first verse talking about Sankhya. So where, yeah, but you have a question?
No, I just kept the microphone on because my fan is on my inside my room, so just avoid sound. So we have to treat everything like sound and act whatever is needed for you. Same act for others also.
There is no other.
That other means it's all one world only. That's the reason, only one world. It's called
Yes.
put together. Everybody is part of that world only. Brahman world.
Yes, correct.
And otherwise, what you do it here also. Same thing. Yeah.
Because everybody is going to shout, so it is only sound. Everybody is going to see, so there is only sight, like that.
So Buddhi Nasha will not happen during this Vishaya discussion. That is what you have to always think of. Buddhi
Yes.
Nasha is because of emotions.
Yes, because what happens is, like you explained about the positive and negative of lockdown, you're already in Vishaya.
Whereas one more thing, when you are in any discussions, you see, if you are very silent, you are odd man out in that. So you have to do something to keep that satsanga together.
Yes,
And during that time, what is the interaction? See, take this example. Now we four together. You are giving some knowledge. What is my dealing? If I don't talk, say silent for 5 minutes, it communicates different messages altogether. That either I am not listening to, or I am not having interest. Anything is possible.
correct.
So then that communication stops somewhere. That is what is expected in any communications anywhere.
No.
Because you have to keep it live. Because you are interested in the topics.
Right, so I will answer to you in this way. What I'm saying is that I'm not asking you to stop interacting. You need to interact, or I need to interact. But there should be literal happiness when you interact. Meaning, the reason why we get into spiritual is to learn how to interact without getting involved. That's the whole idea. Okay, it's not that you should not involve. It's not that you should not interact. So let us say my wife comes and she says that, look, the breakfast is ready. I can't look at her like a stone and say that, what breakfast? It is only Nama and Rupa. That is the foolishness. I shouldn't be doing that. See, the thing is, let's say she has prepared something. What I should know, it is just a food. Can be called by whatever name. But that should not dictate my happiness. If a sight has come in front of me, that should not make me feel upset because I don't like it. Or I like it too much, so I want to keep it. That is the Vishaya. Okay, so when we interact, like what we are interacting today, 4 of us, we are here. It can be worldly also, no problem. But don't take it too much to your heart. Let's say all of us are in the same company and we are supposed to take action. Let's say you are supposed to fire me today because the project did not go well. That was my promise. So I have not done it. So you want to put me on PIP. Fair. Go ahead and do it. Don't take a personal note that, oh, Vilas is teaching all of this, so how can I put him in PIP? No, you have to put him in PIP. Simple. What is there? And after 3 months, if the Vilas doesn't perform, you throw Vilas out and leave it. Simple. That action you have to take anyway. And then let us say I'm doing very well, or this Vilas is doing pretty well. You have to.
See, you are taking that tough actions. Yes, correct. You are taking such actions in your through your this PDA process. But other person thinks that you are very personal with him.
No, people can
Then
think
you
what.
have to go to the management of that personal.
No, it's not like that. You cannot fix what people are going to think about you. That is not possible. You cannot do that, because people can still think whatever they want to think. Even if you give them 20% hike, let's say, they will find fault. They will say that the other company is giving me 40%. What do you want to do? Nothing you can do. That is bound to be there. So even if you want to be as transparent as possible, still people might not agree with you. That you can't do anything. What you can do about it? See, I'll give you another live example. Anyway, one of the person is joined live, so it will be good for 3 of you to understand. He introduced me to his friend who is working for a company, and she is in a lot of mental trauma and all that, and she wanted to join for meditation. So she started joining at 8:30 in the evening along with this person who comes every day for meditation. So he introduced me to her. After 2-3 days of meditation, I had asked her, can you switch on your camera? Because generally after the call we have a face-to-face talk. What happened is that I can read people's mind through their eyes. Somehow I felt that I should help her, because she has a she has a suicidal tendency. So if taken too far, she will do something with herself, and she is very obsessive ideas, and also very aggressive as a person. So looking at her, I thought I can help her. Okay, now I told her all her history, with to the best of my knowledge. Okay, maybe something might be good or something might be not good, or whatever it is, I explained, or I informed. I didn't explain, I informed. Then that girl was pretending as though saying that whatever you are saying is correct, even though I was seeing her that she is pretending. So I just left her as it is. And after the call, she spoke to this person saying that, look, he has spoken like this and like that, and all of that. And she stopped coming to meditation because she spoke to her younger brother, and he spoke to the parents, and the parents got upset about it, and they told her, don't join for meditation session. If you want, you can do it yourself. And she started doing it herself. So now, can I stop her from thinking the way she wants to think, even though it was genuinely wanting to help her? Right? So if you apply Belbin or whatever you want to apply, you have to leave the person. Simple. If you want your happiness, you cannot indulge in somebody else's happiness and make yourself unhappiness. You can't do anything. So basically, the intention is good, but that might not really serve the purpose. So then when I come to know that it's not going to work out for that person, instead of torturing that person, I should let go of the person. It's the best thing I can do. So there is no himsa. See, if I am following ahimsa, then holding that person, even in the mind, is a himsa. See, she went away. But if I were to brood on that, saying that, oh, I don't know, why did I say like that? I shouldn't have said like that. I think she took it too personally. And if I ask this person, can you share her number? I'll give her a call and talk to her. She misunderstood me and all of that. That is not required. Absolutely not required. Whatever, even if I were to go back and apologize, saying that, look, it was a genuine mistake of mine, my intention was not like that. At the outset, she might say, no, sir, don't worry, I never took it in that way. But after the call, she might still take it in that way. What is that I can do about it? Nothing I can do. So in work also we will get people who are very hard to manage. Nothing you and I or anybody can do. So whatever action deemed fit, just like what Arjuna is been in the dilemma, where Krishna is saying they are hard people, they only know the Shastra, take the Shastra and shoot them. Simple. Nothing you can do about it, saying that let me give them some other way of dealing with things. No, you can't. They only understand that language, you talk in that language. They understand in some other language, you talk in that language. But I should not get disturbed internally because of that girl who is a 23-year-old and I am almost 50 and I feel, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and then I do this and do that and don't sleep at all for 1 or 2 days thinking about it. Why did I ever tell her all her history? I have a general, this weakness of telling people what they are, and I get into trouble. I have told myself how much I have to. This is called remorse, and that is not at all required. There is no need to feel guilty conscious about anything. It happened. There ends the matter. Nothing to take it personally and make it as a big issue for myself. So, even in work we have to do like that. Did it answer what?
Yeah.
So this happened a few weeks ago, or rather 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks almost. I think she became upset and she stopped coming to meditation. Fine, no problem. She wants to do it herself. Okay, no problem. Let her do it herself. There is no compulsion, right, that she has to go by what I say. No. She can do whatever she wants, because for her also it is the same Vishaya. So I said something to her is sound. She is looking at my eyes, there is sight. There is all the remaining thing is not there except for thoughts. So she's thinking, as I am talking, she's thinking. So out of 6 senses, 3 are working, 3 are not working. Because there is no touch, there is no smell, and there is no, what is that? What else? Taste. These 3 are not there, other 3 are there. So she can add whatever masala she wants. See, just by asking you that what is the impact of this lockdown, you came up with negative and positive. That girl is looking at my eyes and she is thinking and she is hearing, so she can create a world. Absolutely fair. Should I be part of her world? No. I should not create any world at all. I felt like saying, I said, she doesn't like it, okay. If she comes back to me after a few days saying that, how dare you talk like that, what I can say, oh, I'm sorry that I told all of it. If you don't want, just leave it. And she says, no, please apologize. Otherwise, I will be very angry. I'll say, okay, I apologize for having said all of that. I won't repeat it. What it makes? Nothing. But if I were to repent for that, is a problem. If I were to celebrate for that, again it becomes a problem. Both. When somebody is commenting negatively at you, shouldn't do anything. When somebody is commenting very positively about you, shouldn't do anything. They both are Vishaya only.
Don't worry about what the world talks.
Because there is no world. World is only 5 senses. See, by the sound, we were able to create a car. We were able to create that we are not able to go and eat. So when you say word eat, we already create whatever food we want in our mouth. The moment you...
So when you develop Nirasakti to this world, so-called this external sound, you are already there with Brahman. Is there anything else required?
Nothing else is required. You have already removed the Vishaya from the sense object. Simple.
Yeah, only thing is there are people having one is nirasakti in the life because of they want Vishaya, but Vishaya they are not getting. That nirasakti is something different. I am talking about nirasakti about that, but you are still happy. Your face is bright all that time.
Yeah,
that is spiritual, right?
Yes, because you are not creating a world out of that. See, but if we were a normal people right now, all the four of us were normal, not talking on spiritual. If this was the theme, what would have happened? We would have spoken for 1 hour on this.
Yes.
That's all what it is. And what is the ultimate end of that? What it would end with? Either you will go unhappy, or Padma Shri will go unhappy, or Lata will go unhappy, or I will go unhappy. Because I come with my way of saying, and you three might not like. Lata will come by her way of reasoning, and she will not like. The other three will not like. Padma Shri will come up with her own reasoning, and other three will not like. And you will come with your reasoning, which we will not like. All the other three will not like. Meaning, when I say will not like, not that everything will not be liked. There will be something which will be liked. There will be something which will be neutral. That means neither there is a liking or disliking. And something will be totally disliking. And after that, you know what happens? After we finish this call, we will be doing this whole exercise in the mind. I should have said that way. She shouldn't have said this way. Lata should have said that way. I don't know why I did not look into it. It should have been done this way, that way. All that will happen. Okay, then I and Lata will team up. Let's say I have something against Bhatt. So I will ask her, did you like what Bhatt said? And she will say, absolutely not. That's not the way to say at all. Yeah, even I felt so. So now we created one world here. Okay. And then I will ping Padma Shri. I will ask her, what do you think for Padma Shri? Bhatt was right. And she will say, very right. That is the way it has to be taken. Now I don't have any argument. So I will withdraw. I'll say, I just wanted to know your opinion. Now what I will do, I will tell that opinion to Lata, saying that Padma Shri also feels like this. She's always like that. So then one day we all four will meet, let's say, and we were to talk the same subject. Then what happens? It turns out into a fight. That's all. Because all the four of us don't have buddhi at all. We have carried it for a long time. And that's what the whole world is doing. They take one subject, keep on talking about it. So this is Varta Lapa. So we should not be doing that. Okay, now 54th verse is... yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
One thing I want to ask question.
Mm-hmm.
The sound which is coming out of, say, the best music, say Tyagaraja Kritis, and you love inside the meaning what is coming out, which is coming through the sound. And for me, it is a meditation. Because I love romanchana happens. This is the attachment, or this is really a what you call experience of Brahma?
No, it is not. It is Vishaya only. Sound can be anything, including a musical instrument.
Tallina, the word Vishaya and Tallina. Tallina means you are deeply engrossed there.
Correct, which is again a Vishaya.
Is it not meditation?
No, not at all.
Because you forgot your all Panchendriyas. You are just receiving some Vishaya, and you are not building any story. The clear, that Sara is just you are absorbing it.
No.
Tirulu is coming to you.
No, what you will do after listening to that Tyagaraja Aradhane or Tyagaraja music, you will send it to 10 people, saying that, look, listen to this.
No, I don't do that. I myself just enjoy.
Okay, if you are enjoying, then the maximum you can reach is Savikalpa Samadhi, that's all.
Correct. It is a spiritual path, right? It is not something attachment, and if you don't have, so no problem. But that the guna will happen in my mind all the time,
And
or
that-
at least for a day or two, because I don't have any negative thoughts, nothing. It is just a pure mind, something is coming and creating some special music effect with the meaning, because the meaning is coming. The raga itself is a meaning for me.
Right. The problem with that is you are attached to it. So as long as you are listening to
No,
Tyaga,
if it is not there, I have no problem.
but your mind
See,
is already
if it is
doing it.
there,
No, your mind is already doing it. So you don't have to do anything. Your mind has already done that. See, you said gunguna. That means you are going to reverberate again and again and again on that.
it automatically happens. Yeah, it is because of my asupta manas. That's right.
Yes. So there is a supta manas and that is already attached to that raga. So the maximum when you are listening to that. See, but you can do another thing. Listen to that
Not
after.
much used to say bhakti. Can I relate that one to bhakti? I am deepest in that, immersed.
Right. I just wanted
No
to.
ego here.
No,
I
no.
forgot about myself.
Correct.
Romanchana is there.
Agreed, but I will give you an assignment today. You do it and tell me tomorrow, or Monday you tell me. Okay, you have Saturday, Sunday to try it out. You listen to this, whatever you are listening. Okay, you get that romanchana. Again, repeat that, meaning you replay it. You see whether you get romanchana. Then again you repeat the same one. You see whether you get romanchana. After some time, you will have no romanchana. You will have to change the song. You shouldn't change the song. You should play the same song or same music, same instrument, whether it is a veena, the same one. No change. Same one. For the whole day, play it. And see what happens. Your mind will escape out of it. You will no longer get that romanchana. No longer you get all the five senses completely immersed. All five senses will dissipate. You will not. So the first time when you listen, you are right. It is perfect symphony or synchronization, and then it is savikalpa samadhi. Yes, agreeable. But the next time you play the same one, you will not get it. Try it out. You have Saturday, you have Sunday. Today anyway working day, so don't do anything today. Tomorrow you play this. You should play the same song again and again and again and again and again and again, all the time. You try it, you will never get it. So then what do you want to do? So it is not samadhi, it is still sensual. What I am asking you, just try it. You will get bugged with that sound. You will not like it after some time.
Bhadram Pashyemakshabi Ejatra. That means we should hear only
Divine sound.
thing that is of divine.
Correct.
This is not part of that divine.
No way. This is not divine at all. Try it out. No. Tomorrow, Saturday, you keep on playing the same song.
Okay, let me ask you one other question. Then what is divine? Hearing, divine means what?
Which is beyond the five senses.
Then it is not hearing, right?
No, you are
Because
going to hear.
hearing is coming through one sense.
No. There is something called as anahata sound. That if you listen, and if you listen to veena, you throw the veena away. If you listen to anahata sound,
So you are talking about inner voice.
yes, inner sound, there is a music which comes, which is called Divya Shrotra. That means you will hear to the divine sounds, not earthly sound, divine sounds, which are totally different. From the Gandharva Loka, you are going to listen to sound. In front of that, this veena or violin or whatever looks like trash. So that is what it is. This is
So
nothing.
we have to tune our ears to listen to inner voice.
That is exactly what that shloka says. Bhadram karne shrunayama devaha. That is what it is. You have to bhadra. You have to literally protect it from any of the 5 sense sounds. Sounds, taste, touch, smell, all that. You have to stop. That is what is called divine sound.
So the real sound is not coming from through these 5 organs.
You will never get anything except for some noise. Veena makes noise. Violin makes noise. Then mridangam makes noise. Our voice makes noise. All it makes is only noise. All the 5 senses, if you add them together, is good to be thrown in a dustbin. That's all what it is.
Okay,
All right.
something interesting.
Yeah, Monday we will go forward. And that's the reason that day I sent you that video, but on the psychedelic, because that is the experience what you should get. To know what is altered state of consciousness, you can't take drug. At least I sent you something which you can understand that there is another thing other than the normal. So unless we give up the normal, you will not get that thing.
Hmm.
Okay, so 9:31. So let's meet on Monday.
Yes, I think. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.